morning. Welcome to our Board of Commissioners meeting. We're excited to have all of you and be able to recognize some great people today. So I'd like to call this meeting to order, and we will start our day with the invocation and pledge of allegiance. So we'd like to invite Bishop William Lee from Victorious Life Church of God to the podium.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Well.
Good. Bring you greetings from Victorious Life Church, and want to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
We honor you, our commissioner, and let us pray. Lord, you said in your word that if the heavens would be closed, that there would be no rain. You said, if my people that are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek your face, turn from our wicked ways. You said you would hear from heaven, you would forgive us of our sins, and you would heal our land. Father, we call upon you today because we need you. Our land is sick, our land is ill, and we need you to heal our land. We ask that you would use us today, Father, those who are placed with responsibility and power, to be instruments of healing for our community. We pray that you would forgive us as a nation, as a city, when we have neglected the poor, for our treatment of foreigners. Forgive us, God, for turning a blind eye to those injustices that we see. And we ask that you would help us and strengthen us in this hour. Let your blessings be upon us, dear God, as we conduct business today. And let your name be glorified. We thank you for what you're doing, for we ask it in Christ's name. And everyone said, Amen. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, we have our special recognitions and presentations. We have our 2025 Winter Service Awards, and Director Holmes will present those.
Oh, wow. Look at all these people. Good morning, Madam Chair.
If we can ask people to move into the sides so that we can have more people seated, that would be great. Thank you. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, Rockdale County. Good morning, Madam Chair, Commissioners. I am super excited. This is the time of year where we get to recognize individuals that have dedicated years of service, a commitment, and hard work to Rockdale County. This morning, we're going to be recognizing 8 individuals. We have 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, and even 35 years of service to recognize this morning. So what I would like to do first, before we call all of these individuals up, we do have a nice video, so we get to see some wonderful photographs. If we can go ahead and play the video. Miss Kimberly Gillespie. Corporal Kelly Pugh. Deputy Chief, Assistant Chief Thomas Kirk. Meg Joyner from EMA. Chief Brandon Marlowe. Captain Nicholas Lynn, 25 years of service. 30 years. Captain Dexter Harris from the Sheriff's Office, 30 years of service. And 35 years this morning, everyone, Lieutenant Grody Levitt, 35 years of service. Thank you, thank you. We love to show the faces, so you can put the faces with the names as I get ready to call all these individuals up. And we also have people here from their departments that will be speaking on their behalf. So I am going to start with Ms. Kim Gillespie, 20 years of service. She is here. You guys, I saw her in my office, and she was filling out her retirement paperwork. So we are super excited this morning. She said she was going to be here. Kim started with the sheriff's office when I was here. Okay, and then 2005, and then with the clerk of court. So I'm going to invite Madam Clerk up, come on up, to speak on behalf of Ms. Kim Gillespie, 20 years of service, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning. Good morning. This is an honor. You don't often see this so many years of people giving back and working so hard for our county. And actually, I've been in Rockdale for 25 years, Kim. So I thank you, and I had the opportunity to work with you time to time when you was in the sheriff's office. You've been now with the staff of the clerk office with me for 5 years. You've been an inspiration. She's been dedicated. She works hard, extremely hard. And Kim, you're not gone. You're always going to be with us.
Thank you.
The clerk office is always your second home.
Thank you.
And you got 30 days to get back. Okay. I'd like to introduce you to her supervisor's rep for me.
Yes, my name is Ginger Gray, and I am Kim's current supervisor until, I guess, Monday when her husband takes over. I have the privilege of recognizing someone who's dedicated 2 full decades of hard work, loyalty, and excellence to Rockdale County, and reaching a 20-year milestone is something truly special. It reflects not just time, but commitment, consistency, and a genuine desire to make a difference every day. It's my honor to recognize Kim for her 20 years of outstanding service. Like was mentioned before, she started with the sheriff's office, worked there for 13 years, and then she traveled over to the clerk of court's office in 2018 and became a valuable member of the state court criminal and traffic division. Over the years, Kim has shown what it means to be dependable, professional, and truly dedicated, whether it's tackling challenges head-on, supporting teammates, or going above and beyond without being asked. And she's consistently brought her best to the workplace. Kim's knowledge and experience has become invaluable, and the positive impact she has made can be seen through all the relationships she's built over the years. And what stands out to me the most is that Kim is not just the work that she does, but it's how she does it with integrity and genuine care for the people that she's servicing, whether it's us in the office or those that are calling our office that have issues that don't have anything to do with our office. Kim takes the time to, most importantly, listen to them, and then she assists them and makes sure that these individuals are getting where they need to be and getting the help that's needed. I could go on and on of all the times that she's helped people maybe find where their car has been placed, impounded, or get them to what they need with the water department or code enforcement or wherever it might be. I say that Kim has helped strengthen operations within our office, and she set a standard that others should aspire to follow. 20 years represents countless hours, countless tasks, and countless contributions, many of which happened quietly behind the scenes. Today, we shine a spotlight on Kim's efforts and say thank you. And the hardest part, I'm grateful for everything you've done over the past 20 years, especially in your time with the clerk's office. Your dedication has made a lasting impact, and our office is truly lucky to have had you as part of our team. And on behalf of the entire team, congratulations on your 20-year milestone and your next chapter of life called retirement. Everyone join me in celebrating Kim and her 20 years of exceptional service.
In front of the podium. On this side. You can show her certificates.
Yes.
Madam Clerk. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kim.
Okay. Madam Chair, the next person that we're going to recognize for 20 years of service, Corporal Kelly Pugh, I believe is not here this morning, but we are going to have someone that's going to receive this award on his behalf and also come up and make comments from Rockdale County Sheriff's Office. So, is he here? Come on up. Any comments for 20 years?
So we want to thank Kelly Pugh for his 20 years of dedicated service to the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office and to the communities of Rockdale County. Kelly Pugh started his career in 2006, and he made his way up to a corporal, working in a few divisions within the Sheriff's Office. We cannot talk Kelly Pugh into taking any other promotions right now. He's married with 2 children, and I think he focused most of his attention on his family. So he has a passion for crime scene investigation, and that's where he has spent a lot of his career within the Sheriff's Office. So Kelly Pugh cannot be here today. I think, Captain Stroh, he reports to you, correct? Oh, he reports to, Lieutenant Best right now is covering CID, and so we will accept this in his honor. I don't think Best is here right now. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Next, we move to our 25 years, and we are going to start with Miss Meg Joyner. I know she's sitting to my right from EMA, and her boss is here, Director Webb, who will be speaking on her behalf as well. So if we can call up Meg Joyner, 25 years of service.
Good morning.
Good morning.
First off, I would like to say congratulations, Meg, on your 25 years. Meg and I have worked together the entirety that she's been here, but for the past year, a little over a year, we have worked side by side, and you amaze me. The knowledge she has for that radio system and the radios, I'm just in awe about it. She has educated me from day one and continues to do that. Everybody might know as Meg as the quiet little one, but things don't go her way. She's a spitfire, and I love that because she has that drive to make sure that we are protected, our people are protected, and the citizens are protected on that radio system. You have a passion for it. I love it. I love working with you, and I truly appreciate you and everything you do for us. You have a heart of gold for sure, and you can see that every day in what she does and the people that she looks out for in our department and for the citizens, and I truly thank you for everything you do. Congratulations. I'm actually going to call Deputy Director Maisha Calloway up, who has worked definitely side by side for many years with her.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What can I say about Meg Joyner? We've been working side by side for 13 years to the point to where we know each other's snacks. We know when we're having a good day or a bad day. We know if you just need a hug or whatever it is. I just want to tell you thank you because you've been my right hand since day one, and I appreciate you.
So I'd like to make a comment about Meg, too.
Absolutely. Yes.
So at our church, Meg goes to the church that I do, and I am president of the women's organization, and Meg is one of my counselors. And just like everything they've said, she works hard, she's always there, she's wonderful. I don't know what I would do without her, so thank you.
Thank you, Meg. All right, I'm going to jump around a little bit. This next person I'm going to call up, and I have actually seen him shopping in the grocery store before, so he probably knows who I'm about to call up now. But so I think he might be my neighbor. I'm going to call up for Fire Rescue, 25 years of service. That is Chief Brandon Marlowe. You can come on up. Okay, we've bumped into each other in public. So, and I'll have Chief Robinson come up and make comments on Chief.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
So Chief Marlowe is the head of our suppression division. He's the tip of the spear with all of our the majority of our staff. He really keeps us straight and making sure that the big red trucks go to the big red fire. So we appreciate everything, and Chief Pickens is here. He's his direct supervisor, and I'll let him say some words about him. So.
Good morning. I'd like to say that Chief Marlowe has been with us since he was 20 years old. He started as a firefighter and has worked his way all the way up to the ranks to assistant chief. He was actually my recruit captain. So he taught me what I know in the fire department, and I've enjoyed working the past 14 years with him, and he's a great asset to our department. Congratulations. Thank you.
I do want to announce, we're also, so don't want anybody to leave just yet, because at the end of it, we do want to do a group picture with all of the award recipients with the commissioners. So don't anyone leave, just hold tight. Please, please, please. All right, the next person that we would like to recognize, and I actually had his name wrong the first time, so I'm going to apologize. 25 years of service, serving as the Deputy Chief Assistant District Attorney. Did I get that right? Okay, got it right. And the name, Kirk Thomas, got that right this time too. 25 years of service. If we can have him come up. I know D.A. Johnson is not here. She sent representatives on her behalf to come up and speak on behalf of Mr. Thomas. You can come on up. Stand alone. You're not alone. Not after 25 years. You're welcome.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
I just want to take a moment to honor this gentleman who has served the citizens of Rockdale County for 25 plus years in the district attorney's office, and say that he is a gentleman of integrity. He's a teacher. He guides the members of his office, including the district attorney, and it is such a blessing to have someone serve so many decades that is interested in keeping the community a safe place for all of us to live, work, and play.
Yes.
You got two good things. Yeah, like back to the 25 years. Okay.
Speech.
Okay, those individual pictures, you guys, we actually send those out to them individually, so we want to make sure that we capture that, but definitely want to make sure we get a group picture as well. We are now going to recognize one more person from the 25-year service, and then this is going to be to Captain Nicholas Lynn for 25 years of service. I'm going to have Sheriff Levitt come up, and he's just going to stay up for the remainder of the time, for the remainder of the announcements, but Captain Lynn, 25 years of service.
Tony, if you want to move that microphone this way for the sheriff.
Oh, you went. 25 years. 25 years, Captain Nick Lynn. So a few years ago, I made Captain Lynn a captain. Captain Lynn has spent all of his years working in the jail. And let me tell you, I started out in the jail, and it takes a unique person to work in the jail to deal with individuals on a different, in a different status. And he spent those years in that jail. So when I made him a captain, he did not know that he was beginning a new part of his life in the a new program that we have at the Sheriff's Office. It's been going on for a few years now, Duty Command. So Duty Command consists of a captain being on call every day, and they have to handle basically the day-to-day operations of the Sheriff's Office when everybody else is home. And so his experience is in the jail, so he's never patrolled on the street. So he had to also handle whatever took place out on the street. So he did not know that he was going to be thrown into that fire. But he has challenged it, and he's done a good job in that. And in fact, we just recently challenged him even more when we had an individual escape. And so he knew that our first order of business is to get that inmate in custody within 48 hours, and we got that inmate in custody in 31 hours, although the news media just kind of refused to put the right numbers out. So he was in charge of the Incident Command in Atlanta, where he was directing not only the sheriff's office individuals on where to go where this inmate was last seen, but he also was instrumental in making sure that he communicated with Atlanta Police Department's Fulton County Sheriff's Office and other jurisdictions out there. And so becoming a captain in my administration, you got to be well-rounded to be able to do all of the jobs within the sheriff's office. And so we applaud you for your number of years. If you ever want to know anything about the new jail, this is the guy, because he practically built that new jail. And anytime that we need to know something about that new jail, even to this day, we always go to Captain Nick Lynn. He has been loyal to the agency and to the community, and he's actually been loyal to me, and I appreciate his services. No matter how mad I make him, he continues to be loyal to me, and I appreciate your service. Congratulations on your 25 years. Don't go nowhere, I got something for you.
This way, and then I'll turn it back for you, Sheriff. Next up, we are now moving to our 30 years of service, and he is sitting to my left, just because I remember looking over that way. We're going to invite up Captain Dexter Harris with Rockdale County Sheriff's Office for 30 years of service. Captain Harris.
Captain Harris. So, gosh, I think me and he's got to come on this side. I'll let him tell you why. Captain Harris and I think got really close to each other when you became an investigator. I don't know if I was in there first or you was in there first, and we actually became partners in investigation and fighting crime and investigation. And he and I have shared a lot of personal stories and comforting one another, and became really good friends. And so, because of his leadership abilities and skills he's developed within working for the sheriff's office, I saw that he was going to be something in the sheriff's office. And so I made several promotions to him. Beginning in 2013, I think you got your first promotion as a corporal, and then moved up to sergeant, lieutenant, and now a captain. So we appreciate your 30 years of service with the sheriff's office. He just recently told my wife, he said, I'm not going anywhere. As long as I'm here, he's not going anywhere. And so that just shows his dedication not only to the sheriff's office, which is more important than me, and to this agency and this community, but I appreciate your dedication and your loyalty to me. So continue the good work. You never know what's to come, but we appreciate all of your 30 years of service.
Now, this person is sitting all the way in the corner, so I don't know how he's going to climb out over all of those individuals. So I did see him all the way over there. But, Madam Chair and Commissioners, we are recognizing 35 years of service this morning, and that is going to go to Mr. Lieutenant Grody Levitt from Rockdale County Sheriff's Office. 35 years of service.
That's okay. Over here. Oh, yeah. This guy. So let me just say this first. December the 17th, from 12 to 2, we're actually doing a retirement celebration at the sheriff's office for Grody. So if you will, it's open to the public and to all employees. So if you can, it's just really a drop in. So if you can just drop in on that day. So Grody, as you know, has spent 35 years of his life practically with this sheriff's office, and a number of years in this county serving in different capacities, from the funeral home to just out in the community doing a number of things. And you'll hear more about him probably at that retirement, but he's having 2 retirement celebrations, and you'll hear even more if you're invited to that one at that celebration. So I don't want to say a whole lot, but I'll tell y'all this quick story. My father was a single parent, and when he used to work at night, we used to have my older uncles come over and stay with my sister and I. So Grody was one of those individuals that called himself to babysit me and my sister. Mind you, he and my sister are the same age. So I never got a spanking by him, and he never had to really get on to me or discipline me. And here we are, this many years later, I'm now his boss. He has caused me to have to discipline him. He tells people all the time, and that's the only reason why I'm telling y'all, he's actually caused me to suspend him. And I've always told him, don't ever put me in that predicament. He put me in that predicament, I suspended him. But one thing, I'm saying that to you all because it just goes to show no matter what, we love each other unconditionally. And so I'm just proud and happy to know that you serve as my uncle, not just as a law enforcement, but you're my uncle. And I appreciate your 35 years of dedication and loyalty and your service to the sheriff's office and to this community. And no matter what he does in his future endeavor, he's going to always be a serviceman for this community, and we appreciate your service. And if you want to know more about him, I'll let you know at either that retirement or the other retirement. I think it's Sunday, correct? Sunday. And so congratulations on your 35 years. This was one of the hardest retirements that we've had to plan within the sheriff's office. I don't think this guy wanted to retire. He kept changing. I bet you've got more calls from him than anybody that has wanted to retire. So I'm not sure he wanted to retire, but he had to retire. If you know how the retirement plan worked out, he had to retire. And so we appreciate his service.
You can, no, you stay up here. You might as well stay, because we're gonna call everybody else up. No, you're good, I'm sure, thank you. That concludes it. But I do wanna go ahead and call up, again, our award recipients, Ms. Kim Gillespie from the Clerk of Court, 20 years of service, if she can come on up. Ms. Meg Joyner, EMA Communications, 25 years of service. Nicholas Lynn from the Sheriff's Office, come on up. Brandon Marlowe from Fire Rescue. Kirk Thomas, District Attorney's Office. Dexter Harris, come on back up. And then we have Mr. Grody Levitt with 35 years of service. At this time, I do want to invite the commission. They're already down here. They're already down here. We are going to take a group photo. Madam Chair, Commissioners, if you guys would like to make any comments before we take the photo. Yep.
I just want to say that we are so grateful for all of you for your dedication and service to the community. I know each of your teams, I'm sure, feels like it's going to be hard moving forward if you're retiring, which I hope most of you are not. We need you. But thank you also for the wisdom and mentorship you provide in your departments. It's critically important for us as a community to have that stability and dedication. So thank you for all that you've done for us. Thanks.
We do want you guys to come into the front of the podium for the photo. And then, do you want to come? Okay. So we're going to come to the front of the podium.
How you doing?
Thank you, Madam Chair, Commissioners. That concludes our Winter Service Awards. Thank you.
Very good, thank you. And do we have Investigator Jim Lightsey in the room? Ah, okay. Go down for a cup. All right, I thought I saw you earlier. You can stand with us. I thought I saw you earlier. I just wasn't sure there were so many people in the room. So, yes, come on down. All right, today we have a proclamation. And whereas Investigator Jim Lightsey, a proud graduate of the University of Georgia, began his distinguished law enforcement career with the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office in July 1985. And whereas through service in patrol and the Criminal Investigations Unit, he gained vital frontline experience, built trust within the community, and strengthened investigative practices. And whereas in 1991 he joined the Rockdale County District Attorney's Office, where his decades of dedication, including service as chief investigator, helped shape policy, elevate investigative standards, and mentor future generations of investigators. And whereas Investigator Lindsay earned the advanced certification, became a Glock armor, and served as a Peace Officer Standards and Training instructor and post-firearms instructor, passing on his knowledge and professionalism to countless Rockdale County officers. And whereas he and his wife Renee married in 1991 and raised 2 children, Stephanie and Christopher, along with their beloved poodle Murray. And whereas even after retiring in 2017, he continued serving Rockdale County as a state-paid investigator, providing invaluable historical insight and community understanding, and plans to retire in January 2028 fully. And whereas known for his love of motorcycles, devotion to family, and unwavering commitment to public service, Investigator Lightsey has left a lasting and meaningful impact on Rockdale County's criminal justice system and the many colleagues he has guided. Now, therefore, we, the members of the Rockdale County Board of Commissioners, do hereby proclaim December 9th, 2025 as Investigator Jim Lightsey Appreciation Day. You all must be nice to him. And honor him for his exemplary service, enduring dedication, and lifelong contributions to the people of Rockdale County. In witness whereof, we have hereunto set our hands and caused the official seal of Rockdale County to be affixed on this 9th day of December 2025. I wanted to take a minute and let anyone say a few comments if they'd like. Anyone? Okay, they're quiet. That's a good sign. Okay, all right, well, we'll take a picture. All right. At this time, we'll open the floor for public comment if we have any.
I did not receive any cards this morning. I guess that's a no.
That's great. Okay. Next, we'll move to the approval of the agenda.
And so, Madam Chair and Commissioners, we have a minor Scrivener's error that needs to be corrected this morning for item 600. Item 600 currently states a resolution to provide for the local county supplement, but it needs to say a resolution to provide for the adjustment of compensation to applicable elected and appointed officials as related to House Bill 85. So we can make that minor correction this morning when you are approving the agenda.
Okay, thank you. All right, I'm making a motion to approve the agenda as published with the exception of item 600 to be corrected.
I second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries. Next, we have approval of the minutes from December 2nd, 2025.
I move to approve the minutes as presented from December 2nd, 2025.
I second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries. We don't have any unfinished business today, so we'll move to item 8, new business.
Okay, item 584 is with Progressive Premier Insurance through the Emergency Management Agency. This is for the Georgia property damage release claim. The date of the loss is August 22nd, 2025. The amount is $7,144.69. This is a one-time payment and revenue to the county. Would you like me to keep going?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, that
thank
would be
you.
great.
Item 585 is with Enterprise Fleet Management through the General Services Department for authorization to execute motor vehicle leases with the resolution. This is in an amount not to exceed $400,000 annually. This is from multiple funding accounts and is a budgeted item. Item 586 is a requisition through the General Services Department for Mohawk lifts for the purchase and installation of one Mohawk lift TR 25A for fleet services for the car shop. The amount is $59,720.16. This is CIP funded and is a budgeted item. Item 587 is a requisition through Technology Services for Carasoft for Armis Enterprise Technical Cybersecurity Support Renewal. The amount is $85,796.04. This is through the general fund and is a budgeted item. Item 588 is a requisition through Fire Rescue for Fireline for one E1 Cyclone Tandem Axle Rescue Apparatus. The amount is $1,374,398. This is SPLOST funded and is a budgeted item. Item 589 is a requisition for Fire Rescue for Municipal Emergency Services for extrication tools for the fire department. The amount is $73,501.40. This is to the general fund and is a budgeted item. Item 590 is a requisition through the Water Resources Department for Utilities Protection Center doing business as Georgia 811. This is for the 2026 annual membership fee. The amount is $23,771.21. This is through the Water Enterprise Fund and is a budgeted item. Item 591 is for the appointment of the Director of Planning and Development. This would be Brandon White, and it looks like Director Holmes would like to approach the podium. Yes. So I shall pause.
Sorry. Good morning again, Madam Chair and Commissioners. Item number 2025-591 is the proposed appointment of Mr. Brandon White as the Director of Planning and Development. Mr. White brings more than 19 years of progressive planning and zoning experience, along with a strong record of leadership, community service, and operational improvement. Most recently, he served as Deputy Director for DeKalb County, where he oversaw development services and the zoning unit, led major process modernization efforts, and guided key development initiatives. Mr. White's background also includes service as a zoning administrator for York County, South Carolina, as well as planning, zoning, and code enforcement roles with Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools, the town of Leesburg, and Charleston County, South Carolina. He is a certified planner with the American Institute of Certified Planners, an active member of the American Planning Association and its Georgia chapter, and holds an Executive Master's of Public Administration from Syracuse University and a Bachelor of Science in Urban Policy Studies from Georgia State University. Definitely wanted to present that information, and Madam Chair and Commissioners, Mr. White is here this morning. I did want to invite him up if he would like to come make some comments, and then I will go take my seat.
Thank you very much.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, Madam
morning.
Chair, distinguished members of the board. Good to see you again. I just want to thank you for this opportunity. Thank everybody who's been a part of the process, including Ms. Holmes and Ms. Chantel Hunt and the HR team. They've been fabulous, very helpful with the process. I've had an opportunity to meet some of the members of the planning teams. Thank you all for the warm welcome. Thank you. And look forward to joining the team here in a few weeks, ready to get started. So thank you.
Well, very good. We're looking forward to working with you. We have a very busy agenda for next year. And as we continue to work on our unified development ordinances, we hope that your experience will be valuable in the process moving forward. And we look forward to you leading an excellent department.
Yes, ma'am. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, at this time, I'd like to have the Chief Robinson come up and tell us a little bit about the investment we're making in the new equipment. Both of them, please.
All right. Thank you for the opportunity. Good morning again. We have two things on the agenda. The first is the heavy, what's called a heavy rescue. It's we call it Squad 9, and it's a replacement for a truck that we already have. So it's the one we have currently is 2015. It has it's a little over 100,000 miles on it, and it gets run pretty regular. So it is the apparatus that would come out for all major wrecks, any kind of rescue, someone stuck like in a trench, a confined space. It has all that specialty equipment. So it doesn't have a pump on it. It doesn't have water on it. It doesn't have hose on it. It is simply a big box with a bunch of tools on it. So the second thing on the agenda is, and the other thing about that truck is because of the fire truck shortage that we have, and I'm sure you've heard me speak about it in the past, it's going to take about 4 years to get here. So what we're asking for now is the funding or the PO to order it, but we won't actually pay for the truck for 4 years. So and it was on our SPLOST, one of our priority items on the SPLOST, and the SPLOST did approve for us to do that. The second thing on the agenda is for extrication equipment, and you've probably heard it more called the jaws of life. You've probably more have likely heard it in that sense instead. But those, it's 5 different tools, and some of them spread, some of them cut, and some of them do both. But so the squad that we currently have, it needs replacement of the tools that it currently has on there. They do wear out over time, and luckily we have a business here in the county that allows us to cut, and spread, and practice on as many cars as we want to, which is SA Auto off of the access road, and that's where they go to crush the cars. So right before they get crushed, we do the lion's share of that.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it is, and
Sure
they've been fantastic to work with. They put us one up there, and we cut it up, and then they go and they cut it. So our tools get a lot of work, but that means we have some very fine trained firefighters to do that. So those 5 pieces of equipment, 2 of them will go on the squad that we're ordering. They'll go on the one that's now, and then they'll eventually get moved over. And then there's 3 other pieces of equipment that will help spread some of that out. So we're not waiting on that piece of equipment to come all the way. It's at Walker Road across from Heritage High School. So if it's on the north end of the county, we'll have more tools available so they can get started and maybe even complete an extrication if someone's trapped in a vehicle, or if we need to get indoors or something like that. So very, very much needed pieces of equipment. We were able to save a fair amount of money this year, just trying to be frugal and cutting out some of the things that we could in order to move some money around. So this is some of that savings that we had. We were able to get it out of the general fund instead of having to go next year and ask for it in capital. So.
Excellent. Well, thank you for your continued leadership. We appreciate your vision and insight, and we're always excited to be able to share good news with the citizens about the investment they're making.
Sure. And thank you for the support. It really does help. Yeah. So thank you.
Well, good. All right.
So, Madam Chair and Commissioners, would you like to go ahead and take items 584 through 591?
Yes. Okay. Please. Thank you.
So I move to approve items 584 through 591, contracts, requisitions, and the appointment of Director Brandon White.
Madam Chair, I second that motion.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries.
Item 592 is Future Land Use Case 2025-04, an ordinance to amend the future land use map of Rockdale County, Georgia Comprehensive Plan as amended for property located at 2992 Highway 155 from the low-density residential future land use category to the commercial future land use category to repeal conflicting ordinances and for other purposes. This is submitted for a first reading.
All right. And can we have our Deputy Director come and explain this one for us, please?
Good morning, Chair,
Good morning.
Commissioner Smith, Commissioner Williams. So here, this was just it was an oversight on our end, and it just proves we're human. But this was already zone C1. We're just updating to reflect to C2, which would be the other case that you're going to see next.
Okay.
So it's already a C2 and functioning as a C2. It's just the flu was not updated at this time.
I see. Okay. All right. And so under C2 with the rezoning, so it's being rezoned from C1 to C2?
Correct.
Okay. And so what does C2 allow you to do that C1 doesn't?
Well, C1 is more of a local commercial. So it's more of the, as I say, the low risk, more of the convenience stores, that type of thing. Now, it also somehow also falls under gas station because currently a gas station is there. The applicant would like to go to C2 to include an emissions testing and whether they're doing the window tinting and details. So he's asking to go from C1 to C2.
So there's retail space on site?
It's a convenience store. It's a gas station convenience store. It's the BP right there off of 155
Right.
and East Fairview.
So if they don't have retail space, how do they add additional services?
That is what we're going to find
work
out.
on.
Right.
Okay.
Right now, this is just a rezoning.
Okay, very good. Thank you for that. That's helpful. All right, and then what about 594?
So 594 is updating our short-term rentals. Right now, we had we took away the special use permit, and now we're going just to a license, and that will reduce the time from 90 days to the 30 days. And we would run just like we are now doing our alcohol license.
Okay, but it would, tell us about that process and what somebody's going to have to do.
So pretty much, we are going to have to identify all of our short-term rentals here that we're now, looking at different, the different companies that are allowing us to identify what we currently have up there. And we've also decided to limit the amount of short-term rentals that we have to 350, because that is pretty much the standard as we were looking into other counties throughout metro area.
So right now, I know that when I talk to a company, we have about 127 active on different sites. I would be interested in reducing that number.
Okay.
Because according to the different sites, we don't have that many. My interest is really making sure that people quickly register and become legal in that regard, so that we do know who's operating in our community. I think that's going to be beneficial to our neighborhoods, and it's going to also, I think, just give us the structure we need to make sure that we're able to respond appropriately should there be a fire or something like that, knowing how many people were in the home certainly would be helpful, and those kind of things.
So as I said, what we have now, it does currently address all of that, and
Okay.
especially with the application. So before you're even able to get to this point to approve the applicants, they already have to register with the Sheriff's Department.
Right now they do?
Well, when we implement this,
Oh,
yeah, we
I
don't
see.
have this. When we implement
Okay.
this, they would have to do the same procedures as you do with the alcohol license.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think the beauty of this process also sets the standards that are necessary for keeping our community safe and legitimately operating good Airbnbs or VRBO, whatever people choose to use. So that's great. Now, for any of the listeners at home who may feel panicked by this news, this is really designed to make sure that we're legitimizing whatever is out there.
Correct.
If they're eligible. So talk about the eligibility requirements.
So the eligibility requirements that we do have at this time, we want to make sure that they're keeping with the International Building Code, as well as any like fire safety issues with making sure that they at least have a fire extinguisher if something were to happen. We're also limiting being able to throw parties.
Right.
So that provides the safety there. And also we're limiting to just 2 persons per bedroom to offset some of the confusion that people may have.
Okay, very good. And so I know that any of us would be happy to talk to people about that legislation. This is the first step, and I think the application period will start when?
February
1st. Okay. All right, very good. But if citizens in the community wanted to write to us or reach out, we'd be glad to hear that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And so, Madam Chair, let me just add on to that piece of the conversation right there. This morning, all of these items are being submitted for a first read. They will go then to the Planning Commission for a public hearing, then to the Board of Commissioners to a public hearing, and then back to you for a second read and possible adoption. So there's time for the public to weigh in on all of these items.
And so when will the hearing, the first opportunity for people to attend and address this?
So that would be the Planning Commission meeting, which is what, Thursday?
January the 8th.
January 8th at
Okay.
6 p.m. in this room. So.
Okay, so they'll have plenty of time, both at the planning commission meeting and when we hear the
Yes.
matter, to vocalize their support or concerns. And likewise, anyone that's operating these on the platforms, or maybe not operating on platforms, but doing something similar in the community, might also want to attend as we try and refine the process.
That is correct, and we're also limiting to the zoning, so it's AR or R1
Okay,
that we currently have.
okay,
Yeah.
very good. Thank you for that explanation.
Okay, we were on item 592 for the first reading.
Okay,
So we're taking it.
so.
What are we doing?
Can we take all 3 together?
I think we should take them separately.
Okay.
So I read 592.
Okay.
I move to approve the first reading and refer the ordinance to the planning commission.
Madam Chair, I second that motion.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries.
Okay, item 593 is a rezoning case 2025-10. This goes with the future land use case that we just heard. An ordinance to amend the official zoning district map of Rockdale County, Georgia as amended by rezoning 2992 Southwest Highway 155 from C1 Local Commercial District to C2 General Commercial District to impose conditions upon the property, to repeal conflicting ordinances, and for other purposes. This is submitted for a first reading.
Madam Chair, I move to approve the first reading and refer this ordinance to the Planning Commission as presented.
I second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries.
Item 594 is text amendment case 2025-14, an ordinance to amend the text of section 218-1, permitted use table, and section 218-13, standards of use and development, subsection MMM2 of the Unified Development Ordinance of Rockdale County, Georgia, as amended regarding short-term rentals, and amending the supplemental regulations related thereto to repeal conflicting ordinances and for other purposes. This is submitted for a first reading.
I move to approve the first read and refer this ordinance to the Planning Commission.
Madam Chair, I second that motion.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries.
Item 595 was with Park Place Technologies LLC through the Technology Services Department for VMware, vSphere, vCenter technical support. This is change order number 1 to contract 2024-191. The amount is $7,535.76. The term is January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2026. This is through the general fund and is a budgeted item. Item 596 is with Call Tower through the Technology Services Department for proof of concept demonstration of cloud communication phone services. This is at no charge to the county and is signature only. It's a single event demonstration. Item 597 is with Comcast Business for Mastergy Communications through the Technology Services Department. This is an agreement for the Managed Detection and Response MDR Cybersecurity Service. The amount is $302,400. This is for 3 years, automatically renews each year. This is through the general fund and is a budgeted item. Item 598 are updates to the Rockdale County Pay and Classification Plan through the Human Resources Department, Fire Rescue, Emergency Management Agency, Parks and Recreation, Transportation, Technology Services, Tax Assessor's Office, General Services, Chief Superior Court, Public Defender's Office, Finance, Juvenile Court, the Coroner's Office, Public Relations, Sheriff's Office, Stormwater, Tax Commissioner, and the District Attorney's Office. Item 599 is a resolution to provide for the county supplement to the compensation of state employees in the offices of the Rockdale County Superior Court judges pursuant to OCGA 15-6-27. Item 600 is a resolution to provide for the adjustment of compensation to applicable elected and appointed officials related to House Bill 85.
Madam Clerk.
Yes.
Can we stop right there and have discussion about 599 and 600, please?
Yes.
Okay. Director Holmes.
Good morning, Madam
morning.
Chair. Yes, item 599, that is a resolution to provide for the county supplement for specific positions within the Superior Court judge. That includes the temporary protective order. Hold on, I'm gonna read that correctly. Sorry. It includes for the temporary protective order clerk, the senior law clerk, the law clerk, as well as judicial assistants. These supplements are already in place. They've been in place since 2019. This resolution allows for an adjustment to the supplements to coincide with the increases that have taken place from 2019 to 2025. It includes COLAs as well as any performance increases. All of these employees work through the state of Georgia, but they are dedicated to Rockdale County. That is the resolution before you.
And is it the same percentage, or how were those decided?
It's not a percentage. They were based on COLAs for each of those years. So from 2019 to 2025, COLA increases were applied to all of the supplements.
Okay, and do you have the, on here I don't see the salary, I mean the general fund impact. Do you have that amount?
I have it estimated, it's $19,000. That includes benefits with the adjustments for all of these positions.
Total, okay.
Yeah, approximately $19,000.
Okay, and then on item, let's see.
600?
Did we already do the one for the judges?
That would be next. 599 is for the Superior Court judges. Item 2025-600 is a resolution, and it is to provide for the adjustment. These positions are actually directly tied to the salary compensation of the Superior Court judges. So by state law legislation, their salaries will automatically increase. This resolution is before you to make it effective on May 1st as opposed to July 1st.
And can you tell us the positions that would be impacted?
I can. It would be state court, magistrate court, juvenile court, probate court judge, as well as the coroner. All of their salaries are tied based on Senate Bills 312, Senate Bill 313, Senate Bill 314, 315, and 316 respectively. So all of those positions, all of those bills are tied directly to the compensation of the Superior Court judges. So those are the positions
And
that
the
would be in.
coroner's position?
It is directly tied to the compensation
Okay.
of the Superior Court judges. Yeah.
All right, very good.
Mhm.
All right, and the impact on that is?
The average, we calculated that. Java, do you have the total amount? It's like 163.
163 is what I thought.
Estimated.
163 for everything, and we approved, the other commissioners approved the Superior Court
I
judge's
see.
resolution last week.
Right.
Okay.
So that's not on here. That went with the budget, and then
But the
these are the
change
others.
for all of it, including the Superior Court judges, I think was 163 total.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, right around
Yeah.
there.
Thank you.
That's correct.
And just for clarity, so the item 599 is effective May 1st? Is that correct?
Item 600 is effective May 1st. Item 599 would be January 1st.
Okay. Just want to make sure that's on here. Would you like to stop and take items 594 through 600 now?
Yes.
Thank you.
Please.
All right, Madam Chair, I move to approve contracts that are between 595 and 600, and also resolutions and updates to pay and classification plans as been presented.
I second the motion.
All right, I have a motion and a second for those items. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries.
Item 601 is a resolution of Rockdale County, Georgia, imposing a 90-day moratorium on the acceptance, processing, and approval of applications for certain residential care facilities, providing findings of fact, stating purpose and intent, providing an effective period, and for other purposes. Item 602 is with NAFCare through the Sheriff's Office for inmate healthcare services to Rockdale County Jail. The amount is $345,248.79. The term is November 1st, 2025 through January 31st, 2026. This is through the general fund and is submitted for ratification.
And Madam Clerk, can you clarify the amount is for the total of those months or is per month?
That's per month.
Okay.
It should say per month.
Yeah, it should say per month. then.
Okay, so the $345,248.79 is per month.
Right.
All right. Noted.
Could we go back and talk about the reason for 601, the personal care services homes?
Yes.
Good morning again.
Good morning.
So we've noticed that there's been an increase with these residential care facilities. And just recently, the Sheriff's Department, as well as Code, has had to come out and shut a few down. And what we realized is we had to make sure that we beef up our UDO to avoid these situations from happening. Because like I said, it's been an uptick in this.
And some of those residential care homes, the judges are have been referring people to those
Absolutely. So what
residences for treatment and that kind of thing, and they've not been.
So what we're hoping that this also does is, as we've talked to a few of the organizations that do find placement, what we were having we're having them now contact us to see if they're in our system, so that way that when they are placed, they're licensed within our county, so we can keep up with it.
I think too that we're seeing some of those things happen and people don't understand the zoning of R1 and that single family residences are truly supposed to be single family, one family related people.
Correct.
And so anything else would be outside of the code, therefore making it a code enforcement issue. So.
And then we're also finding areas, because I also want to, add in these other ones, not just for personal care homes, but we have a lot of group homes, halfway houses, sober living residences, assisted living facilities, and other residential use providing house and care services for unrelated individuals in a group or in a congregate living setting. So we want to make sure that we are tackling all of that. As we've seen in some news clips that we've had some transitional homes that we didn't know existed here. So that's where we're trying to bring this all together so, we'll have policy going forward.
And don't they have to be licensed?
Well, some of them have been licensed with the state, but not licensed with the county, and those are two
Okay.
separate things.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it possible to provide a list of county licensed facilities for the judges?
Absolutely, and that's one thing that we were able to note that we have to do. So
Yeah.
this is our way of saying, okay, let's pause, reset to make sure that all of us are talking, so we're not siloed in this.
Back to the concern I had earlier about basic life safety.
Mm-hmm.
This is a big concern in our community, and making sure that people have proper, like you said, about building codes, proper environments for the elderly or whoever is a part of the vulnerable population that could be in those homes and facilities. So thank you for bringing this forth and bringing it here
And just
today.
even when it comes down to safety, it's just even letting the sheriff's department know when you get a call from this address, you know what this address is. So,
And so as
EMS.
part of the process of being licensed by the county, the fact that if they're required, they have this state certifications.
Before they can register with us, they would have to show that they have an active and clean license with the state of Georgia. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you. Oh, yes, please do. Oh, and we have code enforcement here that
Right,
can also.
I know, the whole gang's here.
Yes.
So, thank you for allowing me to add to that. So, 1 and 2 family residential structures do not fall under our fire marshal's office at all. So we can't impose sprinkler systems. I can't go inside the house. I can't look at that. Once a house is CO'd, we don't even go in before they're CO'd when they're being constructed. Once they become an ambulatory or a non-ambulatory facility or somewhere where in a residential setting, they swap over to become a residential board and care or something of that nature, whatever that looks like. Now all of a sudden we do have jurisdiction inside of that house. So you can imagine us, and we've had this multiple times, we would go in, coming off the fire truck, we think we're going into a typical house where we'd have a couple of adults and maybe a couple of children, and then all of a sudden we go inside and there's a fire, and there's literally 6 to 8 hospital beds, and they cut up a garage and put people in, heated and cooled a garage and cut it up into 4 different rooms, and then put hospital beds and put people in there. So that's something we wouldn't allow. And then once we got it up to code, and it would maybe require sprinklers and other things that we can now enforce that we wouldn't have if it was just a single 1 and 2 family residential. Now also in our computer system, when the firefighters are going to the call, it will bring it up and say, hey, you need to look for, this isn't your typical cookie cutter home with a couple of adults and a couple of kids. Now we will know that there's non-ambulatory people in there that we need to go rescue. And on top of that, it's likely now it's potentially gonna, if there's enough people in there, it'll trip a sprinkler requirement. And not only now there'll be sprinklers. So if you go to a nursing home and you're inside of a nursing home, it's going to be a sprinkler building because those people can't get out. It's not fair for a house to not have that same requirement, but you're still in that same situation where you can't self-rescue. So it's very important for us as well. So thank you.
Agreed. Thank you very much. And Deputy Director Chandler, can you talk to us about the code enforcement aspect?
Sure. So once we do get a call, whether that's generated from the public, another agency or organization, we bring all parties. So fire, sheriff's department, anyone else is needed. So we do the investigation, gaining access. Sometimes we're not let in. So sometimes even though they claim to be licensed from the state, right, still, if it's not permitted in that zoning area, it's not permitted in that zoning area, right? So we take the proper steps, and hopefully with even the sheriff's department has a Pearl program, right? So we work closely with them, and as well as connecting all the dots to make sure that people are safe, right? If it is allowed to be there, and then if so, we take it through the planning process to get a special use permit if that's applicable to that location.
So what is the proper zoning for a residential care facility?
So now it all depends. It all depends. So like I said, there are very few in the county, but R1 is allowed, right, at this point. But if it doesn't meet the requirements within that facility or within that building, they either have to upgrade or it just wouldn't be further allowed to do.
As well as in many neighborhoods in Rockdale, we have HOAs that don't allow for businesses like that. So
That's true. So that's another issue
yeah,
that
so
HOA
people
would have
to be mindful
to care
of
for.
that as well.
Yes, and so we have to work on, while we're pressing pause for this moratorium, updating our definitions too. The definitions of these different type facilities and homes have changed dramatically over the years, and it matters what use you are trying to do in a residential area, because the fact of the matter is the majority of these uses are more in line with the more not residential, but an O&I type situation,
Right.
because they're
Which is
medical
office
and
institutional.
which is office institutional. That's correct, and you're trying to make that use fit into a residential area, putting some people at risk, like the fire chief just explained and deputy director. When we become aware of some of these things, it may not be ADA compliant. It could be that a fire is a serious issue in the sense that some of the exit ways could be obstructed because they're not having to submit site plans like you would have to do in a commercial or office institutional area and that kind of thing. So it imposes some serious risks that we need some time to get our heads around. So.
Okay. And in the meantime, I think it's going to be important for citizens to know that they can reach out to our Planning and Development Office. And Deputy Director Laura, I think that's going to be very important to field those phone calls and make sure that we're getting people the assistance they need and answers. So thank you for bringing this before us.
Okay, do you want to take 601 and 602 now or keep going?
No, let's take them now. Let's do them now.
We can take it now.
All right.
I move to approve the resolution in 601 and the contract with NAFCAR in 602.
I second that motion. We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries.
Item 603 is a requisition through the General Services Department for Imperial Dade for janitorial supplies for 2026. The amount is $33,996. This is through the general fund and is a budgeted item. Item 604 is a requisition through the General Services Department for Southeastern Security Professionals for security and fire alarms monitoring of county buildings. The amount is $36,000. This is through the general fund and water enterprise fund. This is a budgeted item.
Madam Chair, I move to approve these requisitions as presented.
I second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. And at this time, we have board comment. Commissioner Smith.
Sure, thank you. Just want to let everyone know that on January 24th, 2026, from 9 to 1, we will have a shredding event that's sponsored by Keep Conyers Rockdale Beautiful. You can bring electronics and also paper shredding. I have something I want to read. Good morning, Rockdale County. What a year we've had. This community has shown grit, heart, and unstoppable momentum, and I am honored to be here celebrating everything we accomplished together. Let me start with people, because people come first. This year, we partnered with Regional Impact Health Foundation and delivered a countywide food drive that fed 150 families. That's Rockdale showing up for Rockdale. And we didn't stop there. Together with Rockdale County Public Schools and the City of Conyers, we hosted a massive One Rock Back to School Bash, giving our students the tools and confidence to aim high from day one. And let's talk about housing, one of our biggest priorities. I completed the Atlanta Regional Commission Housing Leadership Academy, bringing back real strategies to strengthen home ownership and stabilize the neighborhoods we all love. And we reactivated Keep Conyers Rockdale Beautiful, taking pride, beautification, and community unity to the next level. But Rockdale, we also showed up for our local businesses. This year, I launched Rockdale Rise, which is our local business spotlight, pushing us to keep our dollars right here at home, where we make the biggest impact. And we kicked off Beyond the Chain. That's shining a spotlight on the amazingly local
owned restaurants that give Rockdale its flavor, its culture, and its soul. All of which can be seen on our YouTube page and Comcast Channel 23. We fought hard for transportation funding, road improvements, and much needed veterans transportation van, because if you served our country, we're going to serve you. And yes, this year Rockdale's County Voice reached the national stage. I represented you at legislative conferences and during the invitation-only meeting at the White House, where I spoke directly about your needs, your concerns, and your future. From ribbon cuttings to parks and rec events to countless one-on-one meetings with residents, you fueled this work. You made this progress possible. You are the heartbeat of this county. Rockdale, we are rising. We are growing. We are showing Georgia and the nation what a strong, united, forward-moving community looks like. And let me tell you right now, we are just getting started. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for believing in what Rockdale can be. Also, thank you to my fellow commissioners for working proficiently to pass Madam Chair's balanced budget that couldn't have been done without a collaborative spirit and work. Let's keep rising, Rockdale. The best is yet to come. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Williams?
That was a great overview. Thank you. A couple of things. I wanted to remind people about the coat drive that we have going on from until December 20th. There's a drop box in the administration building. We are looking for coats for children. Let me rephrase that. We are looking for coats for students. So they are from children through adult sizes. So they should be either new or very gently used. They should look like they're new, even if they've been worn a couple of times. We encourage you to do that. We watched the video last week about it that City Council member Sherry Washington and I are doing this. There's also a drop box at the City Council, at the City Hall. And so either place that you can drop those off. There is a town hall meeting this Thursday at 5:30, and it's going to be talking about some important issues. I hope that you will attend. I had a previous commitment with the Homeowners Association, so I will not be there. I'm hoping that it will be recorded so I can view, go back and view your comments and see how the communication is and what the thoughts are of everybody. The last thing I want to mention is the holiday season is here. It is a time of sharing and kindness. It's also a time of loneliness for some people. And I want to make sure that we are aware of those who are alone at this time, that mental health issues can be triggered during the holiday season because of loneliness. I think we need to be aware of the fact that not everybody has a big family, not everybody has, the Christmas tree or the big celebration, and be mindful of that. Check on your neighbors, check on those you know, check on your family members, and take care of those during the holiday season. That's a really good outreach and a really good way to celebrate the holidays. And I leave you with this, just that I hope you enjoy your holidays, that if you celebrate Christmas, that you have a Merry Christmas. If you celebrate other holidays, that you really enjoy those also. And all of the holidays around this season all talk about joy, peace, kindness, and I would like to leave that as my message today.
Very good, thank you. All right, so I have a video for you to watch about our app, the Rock GA. So if we could play that for everyone. And this is available on Apple and also the Android.
Here's
Yeah.
all about Rockdale County's easy-to-use app called the Rock GA. If you don't have it yet, go to your app store and search the Rock GA to download it to your phone. Once you have the app and open it, here's what it will look like. Everything is broken out into county categories that you can click on for more information about that department. What if you just want to pay your bills? That's easy. Push Pay My Bills and look at what happens. You can select water bill, vehicle registration, property taxes, juvenile court, or traffic citations. Looking for a job? Push Job Openings to see a list of available positions across all Rockdale County departments. One of the best features of this app is right at the top. It says Start a Request. What happens if you push that? Well, first, you'll need to sign in or create an account. Once that's done, this is what you'll see. This allows you to immediately report any issues in the county that you see and send them right to us. See a pothole? Push pothole, then upload or take a picture, report the location, then hit done. You can do the same with traffic congestion across the county, or even report a malfunctioning traffic signal. At the top, you can send a report to code enforcement if you see something that needs their attention. Simply upload or take a picture, submit the location, and the county will receive it immediately. Another great feature is that you'll receive push notifications from us directly to your phone, and that way you'll get important county information that we need to inform you immediately. And that's all there is to it. Hope you enjoy using the Rock GA app, your handheld, easy-to-use portal for everything Rockdale.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's a great job, Deputy Director White. Thank you and your team for all their hard work. That's a great video.
I have a question
yes,
about it.
go ahead.
So is that video on the app so that once you get to the app, you can watch that and see all the features?
Yes, ma'am. What we did to produce it is we simply screen captured in real time along with Janetta's recording. So everything you see in the video is right on the app.
But is the video itself on how to use the app?
Oh, no, ma'am.
App?
No, ma'am. We don't have it physically on the app. No, ma'am. Not at this time.
You can watch it on social media, though.
Mhm.
You should be
Okay,
able to
so
pair
it's
it.
available.
Oh,
So
yes,
people-
ma'am.
Because I learned some things I didn't know about the app.
Yes, ma'am. We're going to have it on Facebook and the YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, very good. I did want to let people know that there is a listening session opportunity at our town hall that'll be this Thursday night. It will be at Cross Point Christian Church, and we appreciate them being a partner and opening their doors for the community. That will be on the south side. It's near the Sonic off State Highway 20. And at that meeting, we will be talking about recycling. We'll also be talking about economic development and one more topic.
Government structure.
Oh, government structure, form of government, yes. So we'll be talking about those three key areas. If we have any time left, we'll answer questions in an open format. It should be a very good meeting. And as part of our economic development conversation, we will also have DC Blocks. They will have a representative there as well. So we'll have some dialogue about that and get people caught up and just listen to things that they want to see in 2026. So we will be looking forward to that. We also will have an exciting year planned for next year, so lots of good things coming. I do want to note that we were able to, based on the requests from the public and listening sessions, roll back the millage rate. So we all worked very hard on that. And I want to thank our directors for doing such an outstanding job on really focusing on their budget this year and streamlining and doing their very best so that we had a better baseline for moving forward with the financial aspect of county government. And as always, I'm going to continue to highlight the positive in our community. So I encourage people over the holiday season, you'll maybe have some extra time. It goes a long way to be positive, and especially on social media. If you want to have a great community, you've got to put the positive out there too. And so it's real easy to get wrapped up in the negative. But I do want to say that sometimes I'll see something and it's, we might have an incident in the community and people take it to an extreme measure of negativity. And I just want to tell you, you own a home here too. You live here. Build your community through kind words, positive statements, or post something positive yourself about this community. There are some of the greatest people and volunteers in this community, people that are really passionate about what they do. So find that good in the community, and sometimes it can change your whole outlook when you see the good in other people. So definitely encourage that. And on January 31st, we will be having a job fair at Rockdale Career Academy. If you own a business in the community and you're interested in participating, that will be a Saturday, which is what we hope that will really spur people to get out because it'll hopefully be a day they're not scheduled to work and they'll be able to participate. But we'll have a lot of good activities that day too, whether it's resume writing or other items that can help you if you're unemployed or underemployed or just looking for a change. So we will have county government representation there, so definitely opportunities to get involved. And with that, I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and thank the entire team at Rockdale County for all of their hard work this year, the partnerships that we've been able to make in the community with businesses, citizens, and definitely all of the engagement we've seen from it, just the excitement of this administration. So thanks again. And with that being said, Madam Clerk, do we have a need for executive session today?
Yes, Madam Chair, for the purpose of discussing land acquisition.
Okay.
Madam Chair, I move that we move into executive session for the purpose of discussing land acquisition.
I second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries. And at this time, we'll adjourn the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.